warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afif bin Amri, metric number 281442.
My name is Muhammad Arif Hakim bin Ahmad Karudin, metric number 281514. So now we are going to do the Bots Jenkins methodology using Art Studio programming. So as you can see here, we already have the CPI data for our forecast now. The first step to do is to the first stage, which is the model identification. So we already have our CPI data here. So we need to do some coding, and then we need to check the structure of the data set to ensure the R read our data set correctly. Note, we also need to note that our interest variable's name is CPI. So to call the value, we need to try this coding, which is string CPI underscore data. Alright, so now we need to copy this coding, and then we need to paste it here, and then we need to change the annual to data because our file name is CPI underscore data. So just change the annual to data.
We will use CPI and bracket YT in our data. So this is for the time series data. Next, we will plot the original series of the data.
So we just need to copy the code here, then paste it in the box and change the annual to CPI data.
So we will use blue color for our data plotting. So this is our CPI data example. The CPI base from 1994 is 100, and this is data from 1960 to 1996.
Right. So based on the CPI data plot, it shows that there is a significant upward trend from 1972 until 1996. So this is a sign that the series is not stationary since there is a trend component in the series. So after that, we need to plot the ACF and PACF for the original series. So we just need to copy the code and paste it here.
We change the CPI annual to CPI underscore data because that's our data name.
Then we press enter and we will get this
ACF,
graph.
ACF and PACF graph.
So here you can see that based on the autocorrelation function for the original series, it shows that it's slowly declining as the number of LEDs increase, suggesting that the original series is not stationary. So the term slowly decaying can also be used to explain this pattern. And in addition, based on PACF of the original series, there is one significant spike exceeding the standard error band. This is a signal that we can perform the first differencing to turn the original series into stationary series.
So next, we will paste our data, and as usual, we change the data name from annual to data. So this the next data show the ACF of the first difference CPI and PACF for the first difference CPI. This series after we perform the first difference to the original data, based on the ACF of the first difference, the rate of decay is much faster than the change from positive autocorrelation is at lag 5. Meanwhile, for the PACF, it shows significant spike as at lag 1 and lag 8 that barely touch the SE band.
So now we already get our ACF and PACF for different CPI. We already done the stage one, which is the model identification. So we